So I'm not actually trying to be a deliberate contrarian. Um, the reason I'm making this series of videos is because I see so many. Maybe it's just my algorithm. I don't know, but pretty sure that was my neighbor shitting. I see so many of these influencers, these expat experts, right, giving advice to people thinking about moving abroad, leaving whatever fill in the blanks country, coming to Spain. And I just want to give you real advice based on my experience, uh, my reality, because again, what I see doesn't match up with reality. That being said, going forward, I'm going to try and break it down, simplify everything. But first off, why would you move to a country if you don't know the language? I mean, seriously, think about this. What if you're American? Would you move to Navajo Nation, where they speak Dene, Navajo language? Would you do that? You probably would. So what makes you think Spain is any different? Um, if you've been speaking Spanish for a couple of years, do you sound like you're a 3 year old? Because I mean, realistically, if you've already been speaking the language for a couple of years, you probably sound like, I mentioned this in another video. You probably sound like you're at best, I don't know. I said 6, but I was exaggerating. It's probably like 3. You probably sound like a 3 year old. It's going to be really hard. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be nearly impossible to be vertically integrated in a society, to really adapt to community when you're out there meeting with adults and you have the linguistic capacity of a 3 year old. Like, it just is. Yeah, they're gonna listen to you, okay, and you're gonna look for people that speak English, but you're not gonna deviate from the Anglosphere. You're gonna have an expat community, maybe. The end. That being said, that's the first thing. I genuinely don't understand people that move to. And I'm fortunate because I lived in Peru, and I wasn't around anyone that spoke. No one catered to me in English in Peru, and I was also younger, and I just kind of I hit the ground running. Um, okay, number two. That's the first thing. Spanish. If you don't speak it, I mean, there are other places in the world you can move to where they speak English. By the way, I feel like right now there's this wave of naive romance, uh, of people moving to Spain, to Italy, to Portugal, and honestly, I really feel like it's fueled by the wrong um, motivations, right? And that, like, one of the main motivators I would say is cheap. You hear always cheap housing, cheap this, free healthcare. No, there's no such thing as free healthcare. It's a myth. You're going to be a taxpayer here. It's going to be high. Housing is going to be less affordable, but is it really? Are you buying a nice house? If you're moving from a nice house, are you trading in a nice house for a bunker-esque, like a Soviet bunker style flat? Are you? Because a lot of people do that, and they regret it a couple years later. Again, I'm going to delve more into that stuff in a series. I'm just kind of like laying out a framework. Um, here's a big one. Um, are you leaving your friends and family and community and your kids' friends and family, if you have children, your children's friends and family and their community, to start over? Again, I feel like this is being overly romanticized, when in reality it's not easy. Like, look, my kids were born. Uh, I have 4 kids. 3 were born outside the states. Um, and honestly, if I had all 4 kids born and raised in whatever, fill in the blanks, whether it's New York or Smallville, USA, would I just get up and move them in the name of me wanting to start over? I don't think I would, to be, and honestly, I don't think it's, I don't think that's a good foundation, right? Be it a social, emotional foundation for your kids. You're kind of like, I don't know, you kind of putting them through an emotional uh, obstacle course because you want to do this thing with your life, right? And okay, another thing I would say to look out for is um, are people having honest conversations with you about this that have done this move, right? I would be weary of anyone who hasn't been living in said place for at least 5 years. I mean, if I'm like you see these expat experts, if I'd been living in New York for 2 years and I call myself a New Yorker, really, are you gonna let me help you find a neighborhood, a house, where to put your kids in school, so on and so on? I'd be extremely dubious, not only that, but of my own uh, faculty to make decisions and who to trust. Like, again, so that we live in a weird time where anyone can just get on fucking screen and um, influence people. And again, the only reason I'm doing this is because I see so many people. I'm sure it's algorithmic, but I see so many people giving bad advice. Be wary of them, especially if they have a some type of program that you pay for, you sign up for. They're helping you relocate. These relocation services, like, bullshit. It's all bullshit. If you want, I could literally make a list of everything you need to know for free. I wouldn't charge anyone a fee because I actually think it's wrong. And eventually, the Hacienda, the Spanish equivalent to the IRS, it's gonna catch up to these guys. I promise you. There's no such thing as a free lunch, and there's no way they can charge thousands of dollars, in some cases $5,000 to $10,000 for these relocation fees. It's a hoax. Don't do it. Don't buy it. It's all this information is free anyway. Come on, just use the internet. All right, gotta go. Peace.